Wagyu beef, rich, buttery, and eye-wateringly expensive. Seriously, why does a single steak cost as much as a fancy dinner? It's not just hype. Wagyu comes with a backstory of luxury, from how the cows are raised to the strict rules on how it's produced. But the twist, as demand grows and production gets smarter, Wagyu beef is no longer out of reach for everyone. Let's travel back to ancient Japan. In 1868, Japan lifted its centuries-long ban on eating meat, and suddenly beef was on everyone's plate. Farmers saw an opportunity. What if they could breed these resilient cows not for strength, but for flavor? This marked the beginning of Wagyu's incredible transformation. By the late 1900s, 4 official Wagyu breeds emerged, but one became the star: Kuroge, or Japanese black. Why? Marbling. This breed produces the intricate web-like fat veins that are Wagyu's signature. And here's the kicker: that marbling isn't just pretty, it gives Wagyu its famous melt-in-your-mouth texture and rich, buttery flavor. The meat's rarity, breeding, farming practices, culture, traditional ceremonies, and festivities are the key factors that make the beef luxurious and expensive. Wagyu beef, synonymous with luxury today, started as anything but glamorous. Its most prized grade, A5, often costs $200 per pound or more. The price can soar even higher for cuts from legendary regions like Kobe or Matsusaka, reaching $300 or beyond. Then there's olive Wagyu, a rarity among rarities. Raised on a unique diet of olive pulp, this beef offers an unmatched flavor profile and commands prices between $200 and $400 per pound. Its exclusivity only adds to its allure. Fast forward to 1997, when things got serious. Japan declared Wagyu cattle a national treasure. To protect their prized beef, they banned the export of Wagyu cows. Suddenly, authentic Japanese Wagyu became a global rarity. The exclusivity drove demand and prices through the roof. If you wanted the real deal, you had to pay top dollar. Japan's national treasure is a gift of honor, often exchanged during ceremonies or special occasions. At weddings, milestone celebrations, or even lavish banquets, these meats don't just feed, they impress. Their presence speaks of abundance, status, and an appreciation for life's finest. There's tradition in every bite of Wagyu. Wagyu cattle grow slowly, allowing that famous marbling to develop naturally. The process is meticulous, and every step, from their diet to their care, impacts the final product. And when the result is as spectacular as Wagyu, it's no wonder people are willing to splurge. The process of raising Wagyu is as fascinating as the meat itself. Wagyu cattle aren't raised like regular cows. The care goes beyond feeding. These animals are pampered. Wagyu cattle are often raised on small farms where each cow gets individualized attention. The goal is a stress-free environment because a calm cow produces better meat. They're fed 2 to 3 times daily, with meals carefully crafted from high-energy grains, hay, and wheat, often imported at a premium. Some farmers even massage the cows during cold winters to loosen their muscles. Oh, and have you ever heard the story of cows being fed beer? It's one of the quirks that add to Wagyu's mystique. While it's true that some farmers mix sake byproducts into feed to enhance flavor, the idea of cows lounging with a pint is mostly just legend. Still, these tales add to the hype. Moving forward, thanks to today's technology, more people discover Wagyu beef through cooking shows, social media, and food blogs. The demand shifted from restaurants to households. Recipes and techniques are passed down through generations, preserving a sense of history and craftsmanship. Whether it's seared simply with salt or presented as part of an elaborate tasting menu, Wagyu is revered by chefs and food lovers alike. Speaking of chefs, did you know the key to cooking Wagyu is simplicity? High-end chefs treat these cuts like treasures. Just a sprinkle of salt and a sear is all it takes to bring out the incredible marbling. In high-end restaurants, Wagyu isn't just a dish, it's the star of a multi-course experience, with each plate showcasing its rich flavor in a new way. Now it's time to examine the factors that explain why Wagyu beef doesn't hold the first place anymore. First, supply and demand. For decades, authentic Wagyu beef from Japan was nearly impossible to obtain unless you had a small fortune. Japan's strict export laws meant that Wagyu cattle stayed on Japanese soil, and the limited supply made the beef astronomically expensive. Only a lucky few could afford it. Wagyu beef was reserved for high-end restaurants and luxury steakhouses. You wanted to try it, then you had to invest the price of a weekend getaway into your dinner bill. But as demand has shifted, so has the market. Over the past few decades, countries like the United States, Australia, and Argentina have entered Wagyu. These countries have started breeding their versions of Wagyu cattle, often by crossbreeding Japanese Wagyu with local breeds. The result is a product that boasts similar marbling and tenderness, but at a fraction of the cost. With more producers entering the market, supply has skyrocketed and prices have dropped. While Wagyu cattle in Japan are raised with meticulous attention to detail, international producers have figured out ways to streamline the process. Japanese farmers spend years feeding cattle high-quality grains, hay, and wheat to develop that signature marbling. This process is expensive and time-consuming. International farmers have adapted traditional Wagyu farming techniques to local conditions, which reduces costs without sacrificing too much quality. Modern technology has played a huge role in making Wagyu more accessible. Advances in breeding, feed optimization, and farming efficiency have decreased production costs. This means Wagyu beef can now be produced at scale, making it available to more people. And here's an interesting twist. While Japanese Wagyu still commands a premium price, the increased availability of crossbred Wagyu has created more competition. Consumers who might have once splurged on Japanese A5 Wagyu now opt for high-quality alternatives from abroad. This competition has put pressure on prices even for authentic Japanese Wagyu. Shipping and import taxes have also seen adjustments. Historically, importing Wagyu beef from Japan came with hefty costs, from transportation to tariffs. However, the rise of domestic Wagyu production in countries like the US and Australia has eliminated many of these expenses. But what about the quality? You might think that cheaper Wagyu means a compromise in flavor or texture. Surprisingly, that's rarely the case. While Japanese A5 Wagyu is still considered the gold standard, many international producers deliver exceptional results. Finally, there's the sheer scalability of the global Wagyu market. What was once an exclusive niche has become a booming industry. International producers are raising more cattle, creating more supply, and offering a broader range of options. From premium steaks to affordable ground beef, there's a Wagyu product for nearly every budget. But does that mean that Wagyu beef has lost its luster? Not at all. While it's now more affordable and accessible, Wagyu beef offers an unparalleled eating experience. Whether it's the melt-in-your-mouth tenderness or the rich flavor, there's something undeniably special about it. Thanks to the global spread of Wagyu breeding programs, you can now enjoy beef with that rich marbling and buttery flavor without emptying your wallet. Today, you can walk into your local supermarket and find Wagyu beef sitting on the shelves. Retailers have started offering more affordable cuts like ground Wagyu beef or thinner slices for hot pot and barbecue. This has made Wagyu beef a treat that is no longer reserved for the ultra-wealthy. While Wagyu beef is no longer the most expensive, rare commodity it once was, it's still a premium product that offers something truly special. The shift in pricing is largely due to increased production, improved farming techniques, and the growing global demand for this unique beef. Whether you spend big on a top-tier Japanese A5 Wagyu or enjoy a more affordable cut, you can rest assured that you're still getting exceptional beef. So while Wagyu may no longer hold the crown as the world's most expensive meat, it's still one of the best and more accessible than ever. Have you ever had the chance to try Wagyu beef? Let us know in the comments below. And while you're around, hit that bell button and subscribe to our channel. We hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you in the next one.